Okay. This will be an interesting one. Sorry folks, I'm a bit itchy. Sorry. Going to enlarge this one. We're going up to 200, I think. We're going here and I've got to try and make this one look nice. This looks a difficult one to make look nice. This is a tricky one. It's full colour, but it's got a lot of black in it. It's got a lot of like, trying to think what we're going to make of this image to make it look really nice. I don't know why, but yeah, we're using red. That's right. So let's see how we go. Sorry, I'm getting itchy. Sorry, folks. Okay. Don't know how this one's going to work. We'll soon find out. So let's see what it is. It is a CD cover. Affinity Zero. New life begins. It's nice to hear that because I had problems for most of my life worrying about stuff like death and shit like that. And basically I've overcome that fear and other fears as well. And basically my life has just begun, or it had begun about 7 years ago. It's been like 7 years for me to recover from these traumas that I've had throughout most of my life, especially since 1989, and the year was 2011, and it was July the 5th when I woke up, and didn't actually wake up. No, I don't mean wake up in bed, but woke up to myself that I didn't have to worry about death, and basically it's freed me up to do things, including making this YouTube channel and being able to get a photocopier and not worry that thinking, because part of this would have been me thinking, what if I go into debt? What if I go into hock over this damn photocopier or whatever? You have to take risks to achieve, and I've lost a lot of time in my life, and I think that red looks disgusting. It's disgusting. So basically I'm just trying to pick up the pieces where I left off and trying to forge a new life. And I'm hoping to get married soon to my beautiful husband, future husband Luigi, and basically I'm looking forward. That's going to be the highlight, if I'm correct. It's going to be the highlight of my transformation. So, but it's been a rough ride, even with this newfound freedom. I want to help other people find their freedom as well. Eventually, once I'm free of my lonely life. So let's see how we go. Yeah, that looks really quite nice, actually. I think this looks too hot. It looks a bit brown and yucky. This looks a lot better. It looks more ocean-like because it is over an ocean, over the beach. So we're going to use that as our master copy, and we're going to put this back on the CD when I'm finished at some stage. So Affinity Xerox. Freudian slip, guys. I love photocopiers, you know that. So yeah, in other words, yeah, Affinity Zero, but you could call it Affinity Xerox, maybe. It's a funny way of putting it. Of course, I had to slip that one out. Affinity Xerox. Well, yeah, I look forward to one day running a big company that makes the best photocopiers on earth. And yes, it's going to be a lot like, it's going to have, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that one day, and giving most of the money away to good causes instead of hoarding the money for myself and being greedy like most CEOs appear to be these days. So I still got the brightness in play, but I haven't got the red on, so it's still there even with that. It's strange. So now let's see. I'm just going to get rid of that. Fuck it. I don't know why. We'll see how we go. But yeah, affinity 0. Interesting. Well, you could say I've started at 0. I had an affinity to be 0. In other words, not worth anything. So all my life seemed like it wasn't worth anything. And a new life begins. And that's really, really good. I don't know whether I like the music on this album or by this group. I just picked it up from a Vinnie's, you know, like a second-hand shop called St. Vincent's, or Vinnie's it's called. And basically I just picked it up for $2. I don't know, I'll have to have a listen to it sometime later. I don't know when. I'm going to be moving hopefully soon out of this place into Luigi's place after we get married, and I look forward to starting my life with him, because he wanted to reach out to me when I was at my lowest, or one of the times, my life went down low so many times, but he was trying to save me from the mistakes that I was about to make. And unfortunately I made the error or the mistake of not going with him, and basically things just got a whole lot worse as time went on. Sometimes there was a bit of an improvement, sometimes I had a bit of respite from my fears, but the fears just kept coming back, and then eventually they just kept coming hard at me and I just couldn't control them. So here we go, stabilizing image, please wait. It's a typical Konica Minolta thingamajig. Now it's starting up. This machine's really strange. I think it's because it's a relatively cheap machine compared with machines that you can get. This is a relatively low end. I couldn't afford much more than what I paid, what I took a bank loan out for. So I had to take a bank loan in order to have this damn machine, because my old BizHub C353 was no longer being covered by my service agreement. Because the company, the manufacturer, Konica Minolta, couldn't guarantee spare parts, so therefore the lease company was leasing it, couldn't service it because they couldn't get access to spare parts. So basically they had to cut the service agreement, and my machine finally broke down, and I had to get, I didn't have a working machine for a couple of months, so I had to take out a bank loan and get this one. So I'm really pissed off with the company, Konica Minolta. But anyway, that looks really cool. I think we can call that one quits.